this first half. It's the Cavaliers 40 and the Bulls 39. To show you the way this series has gone, with Cleveland overtaking at the backcourt violation. Ball goes to Cleveland. With the Cavaliers coming from 7 down, this is the latest we have seen a lead change any game this series. Hot Rod Williams inbound. Elo in the backcourt. Williams up front with Nance and Doherty. Here's Nance. Stopped by Cartwright. Got a piece of it. Pippen with the spin, unloading to Paxson. And Michael Jordan. Here's the Bulls. Michael with a very quiet first half. He's been off. Loose ball foul called. A push against Cleveland. It's called on Doherty. Michael Jordan has hit only 3 of 9 from the floor. There was some question about his wrist, which he injured at the end of game number 5. For more on that, let's get over to Ahmad.
All right, Marv, action game number 4. Michael Jordan fell a couple of times on that wrist. And then in game 5, he fell on it again hard late in the game. Went to the hospital after the game. They had it x-rayed and said that he felt pretty good today, but obviously that could have some effect on the way he shoots the ball tonight.
Well, you have 2 players who have injuries, and it's affecting their shooting. The wrist to Michael Jordan, Mark Price with the bad ankle. He said it wasn't that bad. Well, he's shooting only 2 for 9 at this point in the game.
And Paxson able to get to it.
2 minutes.
Here's Jordan. Grant on the follow. Chicago 43 and Cleveland 40.
But you've got to run the floor and make the transition defense. No reason why Chicago should have 4 players at one end and the other team, Cleveland, have only 2 back there. The follow-up shot, second shot attempt of killing the Cavaliers.
Elo for 3. Doherty gets to it, and he's pushed.
Ball is on number 5, John Paxson.
When you're back with numbers, there are 4 red shirts over the half-court line, and only 2 back there at that time for Cleveland. The extra effort. Keep running through. Don't let them get the easy scores. You come in and help out your team with the extra effort.
John Paxson sitting down after collecting his 3rd foul. And Brad Doherty to the line for the first time. Well, Brad Doherty opened up with 23, game 1, 28 in game 2, and then the scoring totals went down. In game 3, he was said to be a decoy. In game 4, 14 points and 14 rebounds. Lenny Wilkins started to use him in a different manner. And then in game 5, he got off to the slow start, and then he hurt his finger, and he finished up 1 for 10. But he's come out strong with 10 points, 6 rebounds in this first half.
Well, he's their main post-up guy, and when he gets going and draws those double teams, it opens up shots for Price and Elo and the other perimeter guys for Cleveland.
Michael Jordan, 3 of 11. Here's Williams. Cavaliers by 1. Again, Pippen racing down and foul. Scottie Pippen has been in a track meet right throughout the ball game.
And Jordan taking on the big front line, hangs on a little bit longer than normal. He's on his way down, actually, when he shoots that thing, and that's not the normal lift that Jordan gets or the look that he wants at the basket.
Well, the Bulls were underplaying the injured wrist of Michael Jordan. Not much was said about it. Scottie Pippen with 13, and we can only guess if he is being affected by the bad wrist that Ahmad described a moment ago. Craig Elo did do an effective job earlier, but Jordan only 3 of 11 for 6 points in this first half. And Scottie Pippen, on the other hand, seems to have his legs very much into the flow of the offense. Chicago leads by 1. Elo from deep. Elo now 1 of 4. His only field goal was a three-pointer in the first quarter. Nice pass from Pippen. And the ball goes to Cleveland. Last touch by Chicago. 35 seconds remaining in the half. Price fighting Doherty, and he's fouled.
Tough pass, tough catch. Mark Price threading the needle to Doherty on the roll to the basket. But when you roll against Chicago, you draw a crowd. They have tremendous team quickness. They recover quickly. There they are closing down the lane, Livingston and Grant.
That's not where Doherty wants to be with that sprained finger. Fouled by Livingston.
I'm going to ask Price, could you throw it just a little bit higher next time? We're not reaching down in the middle of them both.
Now here's B.J. Armstrong for Cliff Livingston, who just collected his third. In the past 2 seasons, Brad Daugherty has transformed a body of baby fat into a mass of muscle. Has become a much stronger player. Clearly the best passing center in the NBA, and he's tied the game at 45. 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 2. Here's Pippen. Final seconds. So at the half, the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls are tied at 45 in Game 6 of this best of 7 Eastern Conference Final Series.
We're back in Cleveland, where we are now in the third quarter of Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And the Chicago Bulls have a slim 4-point lead with just over 9 minutes left in the period.
Working off the pick for the open shot. For Mark Price. That is only his third field goal. Jordan stripped, but able to recapture. Paxson shooting. Yes. Chicago leading 55-51. Blocking foul committed by Paxson. That is his fourth personal.
That last jump shot was set up. Mark Price is running along the baseline to the corner. The defense tries to go over the top. Too much space in between. The result is the good pass by Elo, the wide open look by Price. Price with the quick crossover. Paxson anticipating, tries to step in and pick up the charge. No dice.
A.J. Armstrong has replaced John Paxson. We talked last night with Phil Jackson and asked how come we don't see the constant pressure defense by the Bulls that we saw so successfully a year ago. Once again, the Bulls all over the ball, and they have really had a terrific game in terms of block shots.
I think the first block came on the jumper right there. I think Pippen got a piece, and now what looks like a sure 2 by Nance. Again, a rejection by Chicago underneath.
Williams, and he's hit from behind by Cartwright.
You must take the basketball strong to the rim and try and dunk it against teams that are blocking your shot. That way you will at least draw contact and get to the free throw line for a free throw attempt. If you go up soft and try to lay it on the glass, active teams like Chicago, they'll go after it and get the blocks and steals.
Rod Williams has not shot well from the line during the playoffs. During the season, a 74% free throw shooter. But We have talked many times about the success of the Bulls going on and off with the pressure defense. We talked about that last night with Phil Jackson. He said the major reason that you don't see it against the Cavaliers is because of the great respect they have for the quickness of Mark Price.
The fact that Cleveland attacks the Chicago